Well, it seems to me like somehow um, this have changed. I don't know what I've changed. Maybe I'll have to do you guys on the floor. That doesn't sound good, but I think I have to do you guys on the floor for some time until I charge the battery on the phone. That's the only thing I think this is possible. And yeah. So I reinstalled this stuff, and after I reinstalled it, there are certain properties that doesn't work as they should do. Fuck! Yeah, as you see, there's a solar eclipse. Let's just blame it all on the solar eclipse. So, Midnight, have you changed your name or something? So yeah, I've got like all my tarot cards up here. So I'm going to have to move because, let's see, in order to, because we are going to use some new cards today. Not really why I go online, I just feel like, you know, keeping up space. So, yeah, I have to read from the floor today. Well, it's not like I'm used to, yeah, so many times I have to live like a beggar because I invest in obsessions. Yeah, like when I was yeah, I'm always obsessed with something. So I thought this girl yesterday had cleaned the room, but it turns out was not 100% clean. So while I'm sitting here, I actually have to clean up stuff I thought she had cleaned for me. So yeah, I am on a quite nervous meltdown. I'm close to having a meltdown. Same thing happened last year at this time, but at that point visa was everything clear. So my visa is running out next Monday, and by then, and I am in zero to no contact with my father. My mother won't answer me. No one in my family answer me. And then this black sheep kind of energy pops up again. Oh, now I'm getting paranoid. Oh, I've said something. I did something. And you know, I feel my father is pissed at me. Although, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever, do whatever she likes, which is fine really. I have my own money and stuff like that. But basically the situation is like this, that I don't think I will break down. I'm trying to get to India. And because I lost $200 a few months back, and then my father applies again without plane ticket, so he loses it again, and getting pissed off when I said to him, don't apply for an Indian visa without plane ticket. And so I'm in a situation now, I paid for the entire week here, and in 1 week my visa runs out here. So basically I'm either forced to go back to Laos and extend my time here, or go to the immigration center and extend 1 week and get the ticket through the fucking travel agency, because there is no reason for me for not going to India. And I have this thought, like, because my friends, they don't pick up the phone, and I'm so quick to thinking that, oh my god, I've said something, I've done something, they hate me, because I am an old victim. I don't like to use the word victim, but I used to be bullied a lot, and I have been ignored a lot in my life. So I'm very quick to thinking, oh my god, now everyone hate me again. So I just moved my ass to the Buddhist temple there and tried to remind Buddha about where this transcendence of the self come from. It's Shivaism. On top of this, I'm spending too much money on a book and something that turns out to be something I already have, and it's in this crazy language I can't even understand the letters. Like, and so I tried to, so I tried to get into the market, and everyone was like, no, you know, and then you get the rejection there. And I tried to call everyone I know, and everyone is like I feel like I don't exist, and the situation I'm in, it will exist the moment the immigrations, I have to talk to them and pay them 500 baht a day for overstaying here. So I might be forced to go all the way back to Bangkok again, which is extremely expensive, and it's a long trip, and it kills your back. But at least there's this Indian travel agency there, which I have my full trust in, that they will manage to, they know the rules, they know how to fix this, and so they can get me over to Delhi as fast as possible. And just because I really also look forward to be able to go to a place where I can breathe. In this room, I wake up early in the morning. I'm sorry to give this introduction chatter. I have to get it out of my system. I can't breathe. There's this fan here. Last year I didn't even have a fan, but at least the room was big. This is small, I have a fan, but I'm dripping. I'm dripping. So anyway, we have some new cards. Didn't I place the new cards right there? That's a deck. Sorry. We do have plenty of new cards, you see. And now I'm like, okay, where's the new deck? The new deck. Okay, here they are. So you already seen them. So this is not a place for my whinings, but you might see me break down, melt down, or just, you know, fuck this, I can't help you, sorry. No, you know why? I'm really stressed out. But I have enough, I don't know, so I'm really stressed out. So we're going to use the Fairy Tarot, which I uploaded for those very few people are interested in unboxing stuff, but some people are, and I like to unbox stuff and share the beauty in the cards. Those light me up. They light me up, but they also burdens me down with too much luggage. So I will be forced to use some of my earnings on sending the stash to Norway. And so this is Stellema card. It was very similar to these cards here, which is Aleister Crowley. So if you haven't heard about Aleister Crowley, you're in for a treat. He's pretty, I don't know, he's death evil, so I can't say I love him, but he's the best poetry. He's the best poet. It's fucking better than Shakespeare, if you ask me. So I also got something quite interesting, which I guess you guys will love, but I don't know how to use them yet. But these are astrological tarot, so they will be able to answer questions which are out. They blew my mind. So the pictures here are so beautiful, but there are also cards here which are not has nothing to do with tarot. You have to actually read about the card in order to understand what it's all about. And that it's something here called Fire Dawn and then Fire Rising. And so in order to use this, I have to, but we have a new way of doing tarot cards. So I'm going to read this tonight. And so we are going to have a new style of reading tarot on specific questions. And I'm actually looking quite forward to it. So, unless any of the blue people there are interested in creating a group of people, I'm just going to do the reads random. The rules of this, you have to be a subscriber. Okay, so I see 7 people inside here and I see only 3 likes. You have to give a thumbs up and you have to be as clear with your question as possible, so I don't have to, use my psychic abilities to guess what this is about. Okay? New subscriber, hello ma'am. 1 card for Sagar for Vanisha, no contact situation, like 42. Like 42, that's not possible, but like 4 maybe. So I haven't really shuffled this card, but you get the Empress here. So I will shuffle them. Now I have 3 different cards. One is made by Aleister Crowley, who was a British black magician, but he knows his shit. Actually, this is Telema, but he's got his fingerprint on them. And I got a deck that is extremely simple, but very beautiful. So you can actually choose what deck you want. If you want to say, I want the simple blue ones, I want the elf cards, or I want the black magician cards. No, but the black magician cards, he left the institution called Telema because they practice white magic and he don't, so he left them. So although it's Telema, he's got fingerprints on them, the cards are beautiful, bright, and very dragons, like very medieval in their style. Okay, so that's how the situation is going. Thank you so much. I just used that eye makeup for 30 years. So someone asked me yesterday if I knew Egyptian magic, and I told her that the tarot cards, they have their roots in Egypt, and some of the things I've been touching is ancient Mesopotamian. So I'm going to pull one more card regarding the situation. I don't remember your name, but now I have shuffled the card and the card is right here. So we have 5 of Hearts, which is 5 of Cups. So that's basically they are in reverse. So there was or is a grieving here, tears that are, I'm not You don't have to be added to any list. I just pick out people randomly. So if you write, I'm a subscriber, like number, whatever like you have, be specific with your question, then it's more likely I'm going to pick you up, because I don't have enough blue people in order to help me out creating a list now. Lakshmi, she's on a vacation and she doesn't feel well. And Midnight, I don't know, is it Shaylee? I don't know which one you are, but you're one of the chicks. All right. So next question. But yeah, if Midnight is interested in adding you, then Midnight will be the chief of telling me whose turn it is. The message got deleted. Okay. You have 3 of hazelnuts. I never thought I was going to say that out loud. I forgot about these. You have the the queen of coins as a challenge position here. Now, there is a child here in the background, or in your past here, and we have 2 of cups reversed. Some love here in the past that didn't go all that. Now, I don't know how you feel about yourself, but the cards tell me it's the crowning energy. It's really feel-good energy that this is promising. Like, I know how to love myself. I know how to, you know, I know how to love myself. 10 of Wands. I believe that's 10 of Wands. 10 of Leaves. They are sleeping. No, that's 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords as the possible outcome. I shouldn't read those cards without. I did do a checkup yesterday to find out what the leaves are. The hearts are pretty easy. Yeah, this is no. Let's see. I know. Okay, so there is a heartbreak here that you are kind of healing. And we have the authority here in reversed. That authority could be something that you feel perhaps some kind of submission to the authority. There could be someone above you who are abusing their authority. Hierophant here. Okay, I'm getting it. There's going to be more juggling. It says that here that you might be upgraded for an apprenticeship or something in that degree. I don't know if it's an upgrade, but I see this as a 3 of coins. You also have, this is Page of Heart. There is someone here who have a thing for you. That's all I can get from that one. Marley's Paracet. I never thought I was going to see that, but you know, I'm going to leave these cards a little bit till I have them figured out, because I see they are too fresh, so they confuse me with, you know, you swap out the swords with leaves, that's okay, but when everything else, the only thing I recognize here are the hearts, which are cups, and I'm pretty sure these bowls here are, you know, they represent the gold, but still I catch myself. I don't recognize, so I need to get to know these cards a little bit more. So we're going to jump on. Luckily, we have tons of cards, and I also want to try out these blue cards. So I'm sorry it's taking so much time, but these cards, they are way more simple, and they are undeniable. You know, you can't argue with them. They have not been manipulating, making cups into peanuts, swords into leaves, and then you're not so sure because leaves ain't that sharp, you ain't that sharp. It's like, it's just a big confusion. So there might be something there. It did show me some kind of apprenticeship there. Also showed me authority, but these show actually the wands. They show us the wands, they show us the swords, they show us the cups, all the old school things that I prefer to work with, so I understand what the fuck I'm doing, you know? And so it's going to be fun to read that astrology thingy tonight. It's going to be interesting. And I have to write a bombshell letter to my father tonight to find out what I'm going to do. So I might be on my way back to Bangkok, which is going to be expensive. I'm going to hate it. I have to tell myself I love Bangkok. Yeah, it's just, I thought I was done with that place, you know. I thought I was done with that place. I have this feeling there's something in India I have to do, especially now during the time we're in. There's something in India, and it doesn't have anything with the people. There's something there I missed out on. I can't explain it. It's just, I can't sacrifice my stuff. It's just stuff. I can buy new stuff, you know? Although the tarot cards are nice, but I have this feeling when I go away from the idea of not going to India, it's something that is disturbing me. It's freaking me out. I don't know what it is. Okay, so midnight. Let's try this one again, okay? So you have 5 of Swords in reversed. and Page of Cups, blocking the energies here. So I feel we are a little bit on some kind of Aaron. I just have to tell you one thing. This is a big hug from me. Thank you so much for your donation. However, when I told you that I want to give you, because you already donated one time, right? So because you are a blue person, because you are a shepherd, you're taking care of the crow, I wanted to do this for you for free, and then you give me more money. So I'm like, I feel like, no, don't do that, because I really hate taking money from people. It's the worst, you know, and I know most people are struggling with the finances these days. I haven't done your read yet because I'm in the middle of a small personal crisis here, and I had to do the read for Carissa. And so, but you're on my list, and all I can say, Aaron, thank you a billion times. Hopefully within the upcoming week now. And thank you for sending me your astrological chart, because it makes it so easier for me to see where you have your moon and all these things. You've got Taurus moon, by the way, so you can check out the Taurus read. You are very fixed. And which is funny, both me and Aaron, we have Mars on top of our ascendant. So we are both warriors, you know, like, oh yeah, you want to fuck with me? We don't mind taking a challenge. So I found that funny. That is something which is very similar to us both. In addition to that, I am a hybrid Aquarian. So maybe that's why the vibe between us is that good. So yeah, there are buckets of water disappearing here this day. So, ow, cramps. I didn't mean to make you feel guilty. Like I said to you, this is something I do for my friends anyway, who helped me out like the way you did, and you already paid for the read. I mean, so I'm like, oh, I just had to tell you the reason I haven't sent it to you yet. I'm in a personal crisis. I had a breakdown live today. I thought I'll just film the breakdown live, and then maybe people are entertained with me breaking down. It's a vlog, and I want to reach out to something, and it's a cry for help from my side also. Someone please tell me, what can I do from here? Anyone who can think logic, because I can't think logic. You know, I'm so sorry. Like, so I had a live today on my nomadic shieldmate. We're like, no one are taking my calls, my daddy, my mommy, my friends in India, nobody. I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? You know, so at the same time last year I also had a nervous breakdown, and I ran back to Europe, and I ran back too early. I ended up broke, and I had to live on oatmeal. And so going back to Europe before June is a very bad idea. In June there's house taxes money. So Aaron, I just want you to know, thank you so much. I really appreciate you too, and don't do that again unless you have extra money and you know you want to help me be daddy, you know, puppy daddy with my little Ganesh. The money goes to the puppy, by the way. You know, I just felt so bad because there are so few people who are this generous like you and Carissa, and you feel like you have to give more. That's an angelic trait. That's an angelic trait, because most people, they will try to find a way to hold back, unless they are in a situation where, you know, not everyone can install PayPal, not everyone have money, but they will still try to find a way to pay you back. And this is actually an angelic trait, and it tells me a lot about both you and Carissa. And those who cannot pay, they are helping me out with the channel. So I just want you to know that you didn't really have to do that. I already feel super humble for what you did. All right, I'll continue with the read. We are already far back because this is not supposed to be about me. I'm just really stressed out right now, that's all. Midnight, you have 5 of Swords in reversed. So someone could be fucking with you, mind fuck you, manipulation, I'm always right. Sorry, that was a burp, I admit. And Page of Cups in reverse is that someone could also owe you some kind of an apology here. Or that maybe there is someone you want to connect with. 7 of Cups in your past here shows me that you had a lot of opportunities, things to choose between, maybe temptation. King of Cups in reversed, that's Scorpio energy. Someone could carry some grudge on you. I don't know if you yourself are Scorpio and that you're holding back. Yeah, I'm going to finish Midnight's read so she can pull back and check it out anyway. Ace of Swords tells me that, you know, the other one was very good. This one shows me that things because, okay, it's a little bit different, but it's actually upright, incorrect. So Ace of Swords tells me that things will be clear. Things will be much clearer. In the last read, there was 9 of, you know, this feel-good vibe there. So yeah, the Fool here, I talked a little bit earlier about that when I'm going to upload unboxing of these cards. Now you already see them. The Fool here is crying. I don't know if you've seen those pantomimes in Italy. They have these tears here, so I thought maybe it's a little bit about that. Then you have inmates who also, if they've committed murder or if they lost someone they love, they also tattoo the tear. I feel that the Fool have trouble here beginning something new due to a grief, and I do see that Midnight here is dealing with a lot of grief. So she had to deal with me today when I was having a breakdown, and I vlogged it. I think that I should probably delete it. At the same time, please, someone help! I don't know what to do. Should I? Should I just, you know, spend the rest of my time here in Thailand and you know, going to the mountains, yeah. So Justice is here, right outside of Midnight's event horizon here. King of Coins in reversed. So there is someone here who have no control over the finances. Maybe there is, you know, a loss of position. Right now it's a little bit edgy. Judgment here in reverse. Someone are afraid perhaps to be judged in a negative manner. That could be one. This is me. This is me. I think, like, okay, so the Tower here in reversed can, as an outcome, could be procrastination. We have Strength here in reversed, which is, you know, I also get this because I'm going through this meltdown. For some reason, I feel very, you can't really tell that I'm almost breaking down, but I broke down in a Buddhist temple, and it was just like level 3 meltdown, just a few tears, and that was it, you know. Because we need to stay positive now. It's not just because of solar eclipse, but something is changing now, and we need to stay positive as possible. We need to love everyone. And when I feel that there are ice cubes coming in my direction, that's because I manifest them from something I experienced in the past. So Midnight here, she have Ace of Cups. So if it's a work situation, she could be upgraded to, you know, I have a new proposition for you. You could be the creative leader within this and this field, or it could be a love proposition. She also have 9 of Wands. She's coming up as the wounded warrior, where she have created, just like me. Like, it seems like me and Midnight, we have a lot in common. We have created this barrier around us, but don't you dare call me a victim, you know. She's been betrayed and stung a lot, and it's hard for her to just lose that. The 10 of Swords in reversed. Page of Coins. Someone here are gonna give her a small, like, I get that if it's work, like, it's going to be like a test. Can you do this? It's a small test, but if you do that small test really, really great, then, you know, you might get an opportunity. Unfortunately, the star here is coming in reversed, and I see her that she might, with the 3 of Wands here, look elsewhere for something else, which might be better for her, because I do see that there is a lot of stress attached to the situation that she is in now. Okay, Midnight, although you're not here anymore, that was for you. I'm going to come closer. These cards were pretty cool. Like, so simplistic. I'm not a fan of simplistic, but so easy to read. And maybe that's what we need right now. Maybe if I read the Telema card, I regret that, you know, reading cards this small, I realized I'm not a huge fan of it. The best size if you're going to do tarot is like this. Regular size. If they're too big, they're annoying. This size, easy to shuffle. Like they are a little bit bigger than playing card size. Playing card size. I guess these could be playing card size. A little bit smaller. They can be annoying. So we're going to try the Telema cards just to see if they have a good vibe to them. I want you to give you cool outcomes, and if we have negative outcomes, remember that you can cast a spell or change the outcome, all right? So remember the rules. Exactly, Aaron, that's what I mean. So we don't have lists because there are too few blue people available, and today I started early because I simply don't know what to do about the situation I'm in. And then Midnight sees it just as I throw up some tarot cards. But when you are a tarot card reader, putting up tarot cards for yourself is unhealthy, actually. It's unhealthy because we can make one card into, you know, you are in a disaster. Yeah, we can create a disaster out of nothing. I can create disaster. Baba Jolie has the same thing. She says now I know she can't read cards for herself. And I don't read cards on, let's say if I'm in love or if I'm at war, or, you know, like, let's say if I'm in love with someone, I don't check out what they feel for me in return. Yeah? Because the cards are fluid, they can be in a bad mood that day, and you are not thinking clear. As a card reader, it's difficult to be objective. It's easier to be objective when you read for someone else. So like I said, I don't know, I won't bother you then, good luck. I don't know what that is about. But the rule is like this. You tell me you are a subscriber. You tell me what number your like is, and you are clear on your question. Like 1, Raven, do just call them do. Pandria is talking bad about me behind your back with his family and friends. Oh, is he talking bad about you? Okay. Okay, I'm going to use these microscopic cards. I realize now, I learned a new thing today about tarot cards. Check them properly before you buy them. And, well, these are cool for travel. When you actually have good columns that are fitting in your hand, why the hell am I sitting here and playing teacup party with Barbie dolls for? But they're okay. I have smaller cards like this, and that's interesting, you know. I have cards that are, I think I showed them to you, cards that are so small I have to use a pinza to pick them out. I have to use a looking glass so I can see through, see what I'm looking at. That would be cool, huh? So is this dude, don't know his name, is this dude talking behind your back? What is he saying? What is he saying? So is this like a boyfriend, someone you're in love with? Or, yeah, there is no contact. If there is no contact, usually the answer is yes. Well, the thing here, he only sees things from his own perception, the hangman here, in reversed. So it's only how, and that's so typical, it's only how I see things. I'm very quick to like, oh my God, did I offend someone? What did I do? You know, I take the blame very quick. This is a soulmate of yours. I wish I could sit a little bit closer, but it's a very beautiful card. This is a soulmate. So you go far back. 7 of Wands in reverse. It's like, I think he blocked you because he don't want to argue maybe. But we get it out of the system by going to someone else and just have to relieve whatever's going on. What's up with that Polo thing? I won't bother you then. Good luck. Did anyone get that? Fine. Okay. So Magician in reverse here. Is a very negative energy. Like, let's say if he actually was a magician, it would be black magic, but it can be him creating a very negative vibration in your direction through speech. Because through speech we cast spells and we create things into reality through speech. So now that I'm very fragile, I have to be more careful with what I'm saying about who, to, you know, in general. Wheel of Fortune. So I don't know what that is about. You know, Wheel of Fortune is usually karmic cycle, and 8 of Wands in reversed. He doesn't want to talk to you. And 2 of Cups in reversed. So I'm not necessarily telling, I'm not sure he's telling people that, oh, she's too fat and she have a bad breath and she said this, and he doesn't, I'm not sure he's but there is something about you. You had probably an argument, and he's telling people his side of the story. He's not going to give you the benefit of your side of the story, because that's not what we do, but that's how we grow when we are capable of doing that. Like if I had an argument with someone, like first of all I need to see, is there something I should own up to first? Like I know that on many of these videos I have been throwing so much wrath in the direction of India because of the things I have been put through, that it's easier for a lot of Indians to take it personal. But I had to say, you know, it doesn't go for all of India, it doesn't go for all of Indian people. It's mainly South India, it's mainly the male, you know, and I've been wrong because I've been exposed to the same thing again and again and again and again, you know, and that can sound to many like a direct attack on the entire country, you know, and I do generalize a lot of things, but I can do the same thing. I do the same thing with my own country. There's a reason I don't live in my own country, because I feel the people there are inauthentic. They're inauthentic, they're arrogant, and I think they're selfish, you know. So it goes for all of you. There are good sides with India and Norway, and there are bad sides, you know. So when this guy is speaking in like this, he's coming out as a victim. I'm the victim of you, and she said this, she said that, and now I don't want anything to do with her, because she's like this, she's like that. But exactly what he's talking about, I don't know what it is, but I know that there is a strong connection between the two of you, but there probably, I mean, it shows here there could have been or was a romantic connection, but doesn't necessarily have to be like that. Okay, come closer. Yeah, it is absolutely co-creation. You want to have starseed card? That's very humble. That's very humble. She's like, can I have a starseed card? You can have a starseed. You can have 7 starseed cards. That is so cute. Like, can I have a starseed card? Everyone is like, is it my turn? Can you add me? Can you add me? It's like, you know, today we are not so many blue people. There's only one shepherd here. So I don't mean to be unfair to anyone, but like I said, it's more likely you will be added if I know you are a subscriber. I trust you when you tell me you are a subscriber and tell me which like you've been giving me, and your question is clear. Then you make it very easy for me, that we don't necessarily need a list. Okay. So procreation, are you ready for some messages from your starseeds? It's perfect timing, right? So truth to be told, I couldn't hate India even if I wanted to, because I have Shiva tattooed on my arm. And I use this one, I train Kalari, I study la 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 la. So my anger towards India are more like towards specific kind of people who are part of a specific kind of culture. Those who were spitting and kicking my dog, those who locked the door behind and grabbed my breasts, you know, I have all reason to be pissed off at that. And not to mention all the times people try to rip me off and using me as a milking cow. Of course, you know, but if I'm going to compare it to Norway, lots of shit happened in Norway. Also, you know, I have a lot of feathers to pluck, like we say in Norway. In Norway too, I have a lot more wrath behind me in Norway, and I have wrath to Spain as well, to certain kind of people in Spain that are completely insane individuals. So crop creations: water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So give yourself a spa. Give yourself a spa, you know. And we have the Sea of, yes, you have a lot of water here. The Sea of Mintaka, seeing potential, being unconsciousness and consciousness to light. This is just beautiful. So if you live by the ocean, go to the ocean. If you can have someone in your family massage you a little bit, fix your toenails, foot massage, give you this kind, it would be very good for you, basically. You also have the blue flame, so you could be one of those who are initiated by the blue flame. You might grow a little bit older before you will, you know, you understand the blue flame. Manly P. Hall, he was a 33-degree Mason. He talks about the initiations of the blue flame. And so that's, in this case, it's spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. So it could be like you're elevating yourself to a new level of consciousness where you're getting closer to the Stargate. Here we have CERN. You know, they're creating a Stargate in CERN. I'm sure of it. You know, I can't prove it, but they asked me yesterday, what do you think they're doing in CERN? I'm like, what do you really think? You know, I think they are creating a Stargate. It's a Stargate. They're creating, you know, like you see the movie Stargate. That's what I think they are, because it's not only humans who are working with CERN, because humans alone cannot tackle that kind of technology, working with particle colliding, my ass. This is a Stargate. They're opening a portal to another dimension. That's what I think. But I can't be 100% sure. And here you have it. The golden children. They're coming out from a Stargate. And it's something about inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So sometimes we can be a little predatory when we're angry or wow. Right? But when you want to go back, to be back in the arms of the source, your heart needs to be like a feather, and you need to be like a child. Not childish, but childlike. You need to know how to play and carry the innocence of a child with your intentions to adopt creativity, to use paint and, you know, paint on the floor, you know, do something creative, something fun like children did. Yesterday they taught me how to make lamps out of paper. I was like, super cool, now I know how to do that, and they look really beautiful. So it's about creativity. Wow, that's ugly, but this is you opening the third eye. You might be one of those who are actually activating your pineal gland right now. So through visions, manifestations, and, you know, he looks so horrible. I can't believe, why are they drawing him this disgusting? The pineal gland is not that disgusting. It's a tiny little pea inside our brain. You know, up there, you dig down a hole there and it's producing DMT so you can dream. But when it's activated full on, your entire perception of reality will change. You will see things in fourth dimensions, fifth dimension, sixth dimension. That means you will see through the wall. You will see what happened. You will see what will happen. You will see the future. You will see the past. You will see it. Are you ready for that? That's the question. There's something here about the Galactic Federation, collaboration, meeting, community. So I believe that there is a Galactic Federation. It has to be. The Vedas write about 800 million different humanoid species. Not necessarily humanoids, but species in our own galaxy. 800 million sentient beings. So of course, why do we not see them? Well, is your pineal gland open? You know? Do you have those, they give the horse these skylaps, we call them, are they off? Or, you know, when you take them off, you will see to the side. Oh, right? And here we have shadow self, denial, projecting, shame. So this is also me when I had this meltdown today. The child within me, like, oh, they're not picking up the phone. My father is ignoring me. My mother is ignoring me. No one's, and I'm panicking again. Please pick up the phone now. Please talk to me now. You know, it's that child within you which is not healed yet. That's the shadow self. And I realized that running around like a headless chicken won't help anything. So I just went to the monastery, you know, to the temple, and I just sat down, and there was a kind guy there who gave me a bottle of Nam, you know, water, Nam Pao. And I realized, you know, maybe I just have to sleep on it, and if I have to go back to Bangkok, I go back to Bangkok. If I don't want that. I don't want that. It's not expensive trip. It's very cheap actually, but it's a very long and tiresome trip. So, and just so I can get to a travel agency. I don't know about that. So we are going to jump onto the next question. I'm not able to sweat pretty much more than I am, but I promise you always 90 minutes. So we have a few more minutes here. Multidimensional Stargate, probably portal. To hell? I don't think they're making a portal to hell. That's, now you're just freaking me out. But you know, we know that some of them come from a planet called Nibiru, so that they could have easier access to Nibiru without, I don't know how many years they spend coming from Nibiru to here, and also passing the asteroid belt. That's also pretty difficult apparently. I'm thinking, why don't you just fly above it? Or is the asteroid belt, you know, the leftovers from Malta covering the entire, you know, but it's going to disappear now, the asteroid belt. Anyway, Ashwini Middle, I subscribed and I liked myself. Ashwini, will I get a job in this month? Okay. Ow. Let's see. How are you creating a job? I always say that for those people who ask me, will I get a job in the meanwhile? While you wait for a job, you also create your own business on the side. Because let's say this world is really primitive and we are all on our own. You need to use your skills, because if you have skills, whatever skills you have, cooking, you make perhaps the greatest tea, specialize in coffee. Like I always say, the herbs growing around in places, they are for free. And not to mention strawberries, they are so easy to plant. you plant one strawberry bush and then next summer you have a jungle of strawberries, you know. So for those who ask me when will I get a job, I also say, please, you always have a job. There is always use of your skills. So ask yourself, what is your highest passion? Ask for the job, you want the job, I'm sure you want it, it's a great job, but also on the side, what can you deliver to the people of services and make a brand? We have internet. So this weekend I might sign myself up to a market where I will sit and do tarot card, where I'm selling out those Thailand cards while giving out a free like, I think, what do you think, 500 baht, and they get the book and they get a free read and they get 1 hour where I teach them how to use the card, you know, just brief introduction. Does that sound good to you? If I am here this weekend, that is, am I here this weekend? That's also another one. Okay. So will you get a work? Will you get a job? I'm so surprised people are still in that mindset, will I get a job? Why don't you create one? I mean, instead of creating this hierarchy, why can't we create a group? You know, I'm boss on the CERN field, on the Stargate field, I'm boss on the astrological field, and I'm boss on the tarot card field, and let's make a school together. We actually talked about that yesterday, me and these two Americans. So this is the age of Aquarius, honey. All people are equal. 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 King Charles have no more value than you have. In fact, he should sit on the street for some time and feel how that is. While someone who sleeps in the street should borrow his throne and his title for a week. Just swap it out. Could King Charles do that? Or would pride stand in his way? So, this is promises, but they have a twist to them, because when it's given out by the night, it's Piscean, and Piscean can be a little bit iffy when it comes to promises. You have 4 of coins in reverse. You're losing money as we speak. I feel perhaps there is a desperation attached to the situation you're in. I'm sorry for that. In your past here, you have the Queen of Cups. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but that is a mother figure who are capable of showing compassion, no matter who you are. Page of Coins in reversed showed me that recently, maybe you lost a job, they demoted you, you could have lost a position, you could have lost an offer. King of Cups in reversed, the energy here is crowned by a masculine energy, who expect a lot, who is almost terrorizing, but very cold. He's not necessarily verbally terrorizing. He can be when he speaks word in a negative manner. They are like stinging you, like a Scorpio's tail, you know. The Hermit here, this is a sign of that the outcome of this situation could be isolation in order to find out what am I doing wrong. The Ace of Cups here shows me that someone maybe came and said, you know, I'm not going to give you any love, or there's no love here. You have the energy of an emperor. This is like a shock to me. This is like a shock to me. You have the energy of an emperor. That means that use that energy to manifest whatever you want. Something that is far more great than just a job. You are the boss of this job. You should be the boss of that job. Will I get a job? You are an emperor, for God's sake. I said to myself lately also, if I'm going to fix the situation I'm in, to get more organized and to start manifesting a situation which is more, you know, like fixed, I need to have the Emperor energy. Here we are talking to someone who have the Emperor energy, who have the Hermit energy, who is an alchemist. You, my friend, you are a manifestor, you're a master manifestor. 9 of Wands shows me that you're a little bit at the defensive, you know, you're protecting yourself towards a possible attack. Now, outside of you, there are secrets. Because you are an emperor, you are ready to be invited into secret societies, and around you, there could be someone who says that, you know, this guy, this girl is ready to join a higher rank. So if you are crawling on the floor right now and think you don't have anything, that's because you are an emperor and you manifested, for some reason you have manifested reality, and the universe says, okay, if you're going to think you are this beggar, I'm going to support you in that beggar kind of energy. But you are an emperor, so if you want to manifest the castle, I'll help you manifest the castle, but you can have no doubt. You have to believe. Now, 6 of Coins here in reverse shows me that the outcome here is a situation where there is no equal take. So someone here is taking more than they are giving. Okay. 5 of Swords, someone are manipulating here. This is the outcome. And 2 of Wands says that there will be no action taken. So someone here are keeping you outside of the cigar club. Maybe they are afraid of your powers. Oh, but they are watching you. They are watching you like hell. 4 of Cups. You might have to travel somewhere else. You might have to apply for work somewhere else. Because someone here feels threatened regarding your skills. And if you travel somewhere else, you might actually gain 10 of coins. But be aware, because there are someone here who are ready to betray you. Now that was a crazy read. I don't know about you, that was a fucking crazy read. Emperor, you don't fuck with the Emperor. So these people, if they're holding you back, it's because they feel threatened by you and the skills you have. Om Namah Shivaya. So I think we give this guy a hip hooray. So Ashwini, you are in a place, people feel threatened by you. if you apply somewhere else and you are capable of moving, you might be the CEO of the entire company because you have skills and you underestimate yourself too much, which is not really an Indian thing to do, because you guys, you know the things you're good at, right? So stop doing that. Be more Indian and be more narcissistic. Not narcissistic, but think highly of yourself, and Shiva will support you in that. You'll get an amazing job, but you might have to leave the place you're in right now because you are very powerful. Okay, so yeah, we have another emperor here, the red beard. Welcome back, my ruby jewel. Can I know what Chris thought of me in the bedroom? You're a subscriber and you're giving me a like, I suppose. In the bedroom. Now I regret not buying those romantic kissy cuddly cards. Well, in the bedroom there are only one set of decks. That's the Cosmic Cunt. Forgive me, YouTube channel. I'll try to keep it as discreet as possible, but let's find out what this person is thinking about you in the bedroom. Are you a boy or a girl? You're a girl. Okay, ruby jewel. We fancy the same jewelry, right? So let's find out what this person is thinking about you in the bedroom. Of all the questions I've got in the entire world, what is he thinking about you in the bedroom? I'm Pisces. He is... Well, then I can tell you one thing. He's fantasizing about you and another girl. Kissing each other, touching each other, doing dirty things to each other while he's watching, and after some time you guys will invite him to that game. Yeah, that's what boys do. Red bed. You know what to do. Especially, not all boys are like that in general, but if it's a Leo, it's a Leo. So they like it massive, you know, even if it's 3 women and they are the center of attention, and you whisper all the, oh my God, my king. They probably want you to submit to them. Usually they like domination. I'm not saying I tried out a Leo, but I am an astrologer, so I should know, right? Okay, I'm going to put myself back again, so I won't be able. I need to fix my glasses, for God's sake. I should fix them while I'm still in this God-beloved country. Maybe on my next paycheck. On my next paycheck. Okay, so he's fantasized about you. I know that the boys are going to like this read. So yeah, he's fantasizing. You know, he's not necessarily doing it so consciously, but if you told him, go and fantasize, because we need to have your specimens to you know, insemination, because of you want it like that. So checking up chick on chick, and then he gets all the attention. And doggy style, it's the same thing, you know, it's the same thing. Page of Specimens. So he's a little bit, he's coming out as a little bit shy, okay? But for some reason, you know, the world here, if you tell him, you know, you are the world to me, you're the world. There is something, maybe he has this fantasies about you dreaming together, maybe go to a luxury hotel, and that hotel is kind of designed for you guys to, you know, maybe a hunting game. It's also one thing I get, that he hunts you down in the forest and you are the innocent virgin, you know, that could be, I'm just now reading the cards, okay? So don't think I'm that full of imagination. The Five of Guns here tells me that he might want to role play, you know, do some cosplay. You're dressing up as the innocent virgin, and then in the end of the game, he's going down on his knees because he also wants to be the prince, you know, because he's very romantic. He has a romantic side to him, I see here. King of Guns. I get that he could like to spank you a little bit. Just like, you've been a naughty girl. How come you running away from me? I had a nervous breakdown earlier today, and I podcasted it everywhere. And I'm sitting here and talking about aliens with specimens and punishing you a little bit. You need to be creative regarding this guy. But you need to understand that in the end of the day, he's the king, you know. So he could be someone who fantasizes about having concubines. So you can't be very jealous when you have a Leo boyfriend, because although they like to stick with you, they also like to have concubines. Because they are a Leo, for God's sake. Check the Leo in the savannah. Five of Specimens. King of Specimens. So that's Scorpio energy popping up for you there, which tells me that he likes it intense. But I'm not saying like, because I don't want to go there. Go and buy stuff and put it up that whole. When I'm kinky, I stick it to kinky. I keep a strict line between being kinky and vulgar. Okay? What I've seen as vulgar, I don't go there. You know, you have people who are so insane, they piss, they shit on each other, putting stuff up their arms, and you know, also doing criminal activities, you know. If I see such a thing here, I'm going to simply just stop the read and tell you stay away from the guy. But it can be difficult to see those things. So which is why I sometimes buy dark cards. If I suspect that this guy there's something a little bit wicked here. But I get that talking dirty, you know, and you've been a naughty girl, you little bitch, you know, he could pull it that far. But if you would notice that he would pull it further, and you're not comfortable with that, get away. Get away. And perhaps you should talk about it before you get it that far. But thank you for the question. It's not every day I'm being asked to do a sexual fantasy kind of question. It's like, yeah, why not? Why not? That's all right. Good luck with you and your Leo and Pisces. You know how to be fairies, you know. Aaron is having a good laugh. Oh, I didn't know, Aaron. I thought you lived in America, Mexican or something. You live in the Canary Islands. I love the Canary Islands. I even fantasize about going back there one day. It's so beautiful there. I have some friends, some hippie friends. I know there's some hippie areas there. Okay. However, my stuff is in Spain, so that's a little bit different. If I was going to move there, I mean. Okay, so elegant. Okay. So, yeah, thank you so much. You're from California. That's interesting. I met a girl from California yesterday. They were Americans, both of them. He was half Indian. North Carolina. All right. I've been to Carolina, I think. We drove from, could that be right? And we drove from New Jersey. We also, I got to visit New York. Been in New York. I'm kind of proud of that. Yeah, I've been to was it Carolina? Do we have a Bob Marley kind of person here? I love Bob Marley. I mean, if I have dreads, it's a salutation to that guy. Yeah. He is the one guy that can tell me every little thing is gonna be alright. So he's to me like a messiah kind of. He's a saint. For me, he's a saint, you know. He doesn't have magic powers, but he was a saint. Things he stood for, the things he had to endure. And yeah. Route 66, yeah, I'm gonna do Route 66. Cannonball, did you know? I'm a master in cannonball. Oh yeah, I'll beat anyone. At least when I was a kid, I would beat anyone in cannonball. I'm super good, I'm not kidding. I touch it, I get ya. Try hit me, you can't. I'm a master dodger. At least I was. I would win every game. I'm not joking. I won 99% of the game in cannonball. So, if you guys are in, you have a faceful opponent. Okay, are there readings going out? Yes, there are. Mahak Priya. I think they're a little bit dirty because the floor, it's been clean. Yeah, here's my feet. Are you turned on now? Are you turned on by my feet? Oh my God, Nick, you're a little sick. You know that, you're a little sick. You're a little sick. Yeah, you can do that. I'm okay with that. Because it can go from there, and next thing you know, show me a boob, you know. So I'm okay with you. Yeah. Yeah, it's so stupid, like, are you kidding me? Kidding me, Mehak Priya, hi, can I get an angel guidance reading for my brother Naman? I liked and subscribed. Thank you, Mehak. Okay. Could you tell me, is there something regarding your brother I could have used to know? Or if not, the angel cards, I use the starseed cards, they can be very vague due to the situation. But if you give me something like, is he in hospital, or is he broke, is he heartbroken, you know, could you give me something more? Ronaldo Aquinila. Yeah, I've got his career and he's there. Any evil eye around him? Okay. Okay, let's get any evil eye around him. Why can't I have something in between? Ah, perfect. I love these guys. These guys are absolutely terrorizing, beautiful. Perfect for this read. Hard, my hands now are getting wet. Okay. Brother. So everyone who are new subscribers, welcome by the way to the channel. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Raven from southeast coast of Norway, a small fishing village, town is better, called Arendal. And yeah, I'm also a shield maiden. I study martial arts, so I will kick your ass if you are too annoying. Yeah, you cool with that? Okay, so, interesting. There is some, you know, I almost see he's trying to, there could be some competition between him and someone else, or someone who are competing. This could be the evil eye you referred to. A good thing you're just laughing. You don't take everything I say too serious. Yeah. Ace of Swords. He's using his head. He's a music talent actually. He's got talent. Maybe you don't know it, but he's got. No, this is Ace of Swords. I'm sorry. I watched. This is bad. But I watched because it's Queen holding them, so it looks like the Queen. So it could be something there. But he has a very clear mind. He's not deluded from what I see here. Okay? There are people who are cheering at him, who look up to him, and because of that, there is a burden here. There is something like he might feel that he have a lot to live up to, and he wants to get rid of that burden as we speak. You know, the devil himself as an opponent here, that's not just anyone. That tells me that he really is someone that people look up to, and when people look up to you, you know, I only have 1,500 subscribers on this channel, but I'll tell you, long before that, when I only had 300 subscribers, I had a long road, take a ticket, how much you hate Mali kind of thing, you know, just take a ticket. Long row of haters. People hated me, like, I want to rip Raven apart. She's such a bad person. I hate her. You know. And so it doesn't take much always. All it takes for you is it to be really hot and delicious, talented, speak your mind, just be you, not afraid of what people think about you. And you know, I used to be very talented in writing, drawing, you know, in poetry, dancing. I showed many skills. I used to make dream catchers. I had multiple jobs. And I remember particularly one woman, she would brag me up in the sky, but behind my back, she would give me the biggest evil eye. Why? Because I was the son of the infamous Cora Antonio Sakmir, her ex. And he's kind of a narcissist, yeah. Apparently. I'm not going to say is, but apparently, yeah. Two of Cups in reversed, a love relationship in the past here that went straight west. And here again we have Six of Wands. This is a winner recently. So I feel your brother is getting a lot of attention, to be honest. There is crowning here, a very, you know, on top of the energy. It's not really loud, but there is a subtle energy of drama here. All right. Yes, I'm sweat. Yeah, it's dripping. You know, it's dripping in the night. I have to sleep utter naked. So yeah, it doesn't help. I wake up wet, like I've had a shower. But yeah, on his energy field, it says that there is this subtle energy of drama. The Hierophant in reverse. He could get some trouble with the law or the establishment, like it could be some paperwork which is wrong. He could get a bank spank regarding his taxes. It could be that he spanked the Vatican priest up and the priest goes to the police. You know, there is something about the establishment here and opposition, like this clinch. Like I personally, I can't stand the establishment and I can't stand the Vatican. I don't hate the Vatican, but I strongly do not love it. Put it like that. I wouldn't mind to see it burn. So if he's like have this passion towards against the establishment, against people, because he seemed to me a very independent person who likes to make his own decisions. He's very like me. I hate having bosses. Having a boss that says, go and wash the toilet. Go and wash your own toilet, you motherfucker. You know, so I haven't had many jobs in my life where I had a boss, because it doesn't take much before the finger is like we do in Norway. I don't know if that's the thing, you know. I've done that many times to the boss. And so I ended up becoming my own boss, and that's just fine, you know. We are certain kind of people, especially if we have Aquarius, Scorpio, and also not Taurus and Leo. We don't like to be told what to do. Like, how dare you telling me what to do? Well, because I'm paying you $1 million. Okay, which toilet do you want me to wash? So. Most of us can be purchased for a certain amount of price. Now, Prime. 7-1 set tells me that the outcome here will be a little bit of a drama here, where he will need to defend himself. I also see him running. Let's hope he's not that cowardice. And Foolhead tells me that it will be difficult for him in reverse to get a new beginning, get a new start. It might be so that he needs to suck someone's dick in order to move on to the next stage. Yeah, it seems like someone already sucking someone's elephant dick. Who knows? And the elephant seems to like it. Okay, so 10 of coins in reverse. There might be a huge money loss here. So if he's laundering money or doing something naughty, which is under the nose of the establishment, because you need to know the Vatican is the highest power according to some sources I check out here on Earth. They're even higher than the Winstons. So if you're going to mess with the Vatican, you might have to, you know, get a good Faraday cage for your phone and go off-grid for some times, you know. Because they will find you, they will hunt you down and they will mess with your mind and will set archons and you and sacrifice it to Satan and all that stuff. And we do have Satan here, so I don't get why you have this Catholic vibe over you. I don't even know if you're Protestant or however you were raised. But the Catholics seem pissed at you. However, it could have something to do with the cards because they are based on Rider-Waite. And Rider-Waite are showing the Hierophant, which has this Pope hat, which is Babylonian reference to Nimrod, the fish god. Just saying. Seven of coins in reverse here says bad investment. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if your brother is involved in some kind of shady stuff. I'm not going to say the word like drug dealing or anything like that kind of stuff. What I'm saying, I wouldn't be surprised if he's involved in something criminal. Now, however, I am one of those who, because the Vatican is the most criminal, along with banksters and the royalty, the establishment, that about 8,500 people who rule this earth. They are the worst kind of disgusting, most criminal you can imagine. So if someone does something that goes against that and fuck up their stuff, I'm like, hooray, I'm on your side. Because these people are disgusting. Human trafficking, all the most horrible things you can imagine. The Vatican, everyone in that power institutions. So, but he's got an evil eye on for sure. He managed to piss off people of power or who are up in the structure there. And so the cards here tells me that if I were him right now, I'd pack my bags maybe, trying to find out whether to travel south, north, east, west, get my stuff. I hope he doesn't have too many kids and all that kind of stuff, but get the hell away from wherever he is. I can't barely see your responses here. Okay, so if he's not shady, like I have a brother who he was not shady at all. He's you know, working with his finances, and it turns out his boss was shady, right? And so what happened was that the entire work institution ended in jail and he lost everything. All his Norwegian millions or Swedish millions, he lived in Sweden at that point, and he wanted to take his life. And although they got their freedom in the end, they got their apology, but what happened, what that boss did, and what this did to all these people who were dependent on that job, destroyed this life that he was in. But it turns out, you know, because of this happen, it's basically an indirect reason I'm sitting where I am now. Because he said, you know, after this happened, I'm going to take my own life, but I'm going to party first. So I left for Ibiza and he partied for 1 week. And that was so fun. I decided I'm going to party for another month. And then all of a sudden, 1 decade went, and he ended up like this badass sage hippie kind of guy. So when I met him, he's like, it's time for you to come to India, you know. And so I started to go to India, back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. And because of India now, locked, you know, you can't get visa this year, last year. I'm now in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And it's funny to think about, like, if he still had that job and not influenced me to go to India, or you know, where would I be now? Or would the universe construct a different situation where I would still sit here now and talk with you the way we do? So the universe, the angel guidance here is that, because it says here that he might need to hold on to his coins and he might need to move because of a bad investment here. And he might need to change his entire life, because when gruesome things happen in our life, when terrible things happen in our life, like, will you shut the fuck? Okay, so like when I had this meltdown earlier today, and I'm going to have another one, because this is still solar eclipse, isn't it? Something like that. I'm going to have another one. I also know that the outcome of that story will have a breathe out, will have me throwing all those 10 staves to the side, like, okay, you know, create a new, stronger fundament or something different, and that in a year or two, the situation he is in now is gone. But yeah, does he have an evil eye on him? Yes, he do, because people think that he might be involved, or they might be jealous at what he has, his skills as a good investor, as good with what he does. So in that case, yes, he's got the evil eye. And what you do now is to get the Hamza. In reality, all you need to do is to meditate, create a protection field around you. You can visualize the Hamza. All these symbols are just permission slips. You know, this is also a symbol. So you can hang this up towards the evil eye, and what happens is that, if you know, the energy of the evil eye hits this, it will be trapped inside of it. But it's two-dimensional, but this is an actual trap. Like we trap rats, we trap spiritual energy and entities within the hexagram. That's what the David Star really is, the symbol of Saturn. So okay, move on to the next one. Yeah. Do that. And I think it's really great of you that you're coming in and you're asking for a read on behalf of your brother instead of yourself. That's a very Samaritan thing to do. You know, a very kind thing to do. So, Lar with Child Ink, you are holding your cool well. Haha, yeah. That noise would drive me. Yeah. Thank you. I thought I nearly lost it there, but I already lost it today. So, lost it. I lost it. I went around and I asked people for help, and I ended up in the lawn, and oh my god, my god! That's so cool. She's gonna get Aries, baby, a little warrior, in the middle of the solar eclipse. Congratulations. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Okay, guys. I have things I need to do. For some reason, I vomit by the very idea of what I have to do. I just want to stay here and chill until I have to go home, you know. Traveling for 7 years and never really have home does something strange to your mind. But I am of Romani blood or Gypsy blood. My father, he's Romani on several bloodlines, and I'm full 100% Gypsy when it comes to, you know, who I am. So it's in my nature to live like this. At the same time, I wish I had a home. I truly wish I had a home. And I truly wish my daughter, she asked me today, Mama, when are you coming home? That sounds like Ozzy Osbourne. And I said I'm coming home soon. June is a month in Norway where we only pay half taxes. Same with December. We only pay half, 50% tax in Norway. So we can get a good vacation and so we can buy some extra Christmas gifts. So that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to spend those money on the plane ticket so I can get home. How I can get home. So Norway, I don't like the politics there super much, but I was lucky to get the last piece of Norway before it turned too corrupt. I'm a lucky oil children, they call us. I get a stack of the oil money and they belong to me. Norway is my country, so everything they squeeze out of that earth, which belongs to the Kingdom of Norway, it belongs to all of us, and I advocated for that. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming here. It was probably a good thing for me to relax. Thank you for all the likes. For some reason, as soon as I turn off and I have to do all these things, I'm starting to shiver and shake, and I never thought I'd say it, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Do you need a like? Do you need a read nog, Safi? Oh God, I'm feeling like I'm in need of the entire pharmacy with Valium. Well, how many Valiums do you need? Well, how many do you have? That's how I feel like now. Okay, so I'll do my best to come back tomorrow, okay? Maybe I'll be on later, maybe earlier. So everything is going to be fine with me. I'm just a very agitated person. I'm nervous, and when I get a task and I'm alone regarding that task, when I have to do a task which requires me to think logic, and I'm ambivalent. I don't know what's most logic thing to do here. I'm freaking out, you know, but there's no reason to freak out. I'm just tired of next week. I have to go back to the immigration, or I have to go back to Laos, I have to go back to Bangkok, or maybe I'll manage to find a ticket online and get that ticket to India. You know, it's messing with my head, and up in all this, I just want to be home with my daughter and hug her and give her the presents I got for her, you know. They're not that amazing, but there's something at least. Like this bracelet, I should wear it, it's dirty. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I'll do my best. It really doesn't hurt to get this wet. I'm starting to get used to it. Namaste guys, I love you so much.